And up next in our program, Arirang TV's Jo Eun-jung joins us in the studio to tell us about Korea's newest automaker. Welcome, Eun-jung.
Hello, Jung-hong. If you thought exotic vehicles like Porsche, Ferrari, or Lamborghini are only made in European or North American countries, think again. The company that I'm introducing today is a local automaker specializing in exotic vehicles for the first time in the country. Here's what they have. It's anyone's dream to drive an exotic sports car for a day, feeling the wind blow through one's hair. So far, most of the supercars have been made either in Europe or North America, but now there's a new kid on the block. 2 weeks ago, the Ministry of Construction and Transportation acknowledged Korea's PROTO Motors as the country's sixth automaker, following Hyundai, Kia, Ssangyong, Renault, Samsung, and GM Daewoo.
I was in tears with joy when I heard the news. I felt pride, but I also felt responsibility.
Although the company debuted as Korea's sixth automaker, PROTO Motors is the first of its kind to be specializing in exotic vehicles. The company was originally launched in 1994 as a design and modeling provider of various concept cars for automakers both at home and abroad. Then in 1999, PROTO Motors jumped on a project to develop their own model. And 3 years later, Spirra was born.
When we were designing the model, we tried to come up with our own individual character while taking the global trend into consideration. More than anything else, we paid close attention to the proportion of our vehicle to create the most beautiful volume of the midship layout.
Featuring 4.6-liter V8 engine, 6-speed transmission, and 300 horsepower, PROTO Motors says its goal is to become Korea's #1 exotic car maker and make inroads into the global market by providing high-end products with quality price of under $80,000 US. The company adds it'll also try to boost the image of Korean automobiles.
We're capable of producing up to 500 models a year. The labor is mostly manual. 4 people work together as a one group, meaning we can produce some 2.3 models a week. We are also considering sending our parts overseas and have local employees assemble them.
Starting with the United States as a main market, PROTO Motors is hoping to gradually venture into Europe and Oceania, and now it is waiting for Spirra's big debut in Korea and Los Angeles this October.
Well, Eun-jung, it looks like a very nice car, but manufacturing automobiles involves a lot of money. How did the company raise the funds in the first place?
As I mentioned earlier in the report, the company started as a design and modeling service provider in 1994, and having this as a main source of income, they started their business in 1999 with 1.4 billion won, or some 1.2 million US.
I'm curious, is the car really made with 100% Korean technology?
Everything is made and done by Korean technicians, designers, and engineers. The only imported parts are the engine and transmission.
Well, what are your prospects about the company's business?
They understand that the market is very small since the vehicles are not for everyday drivers. The models are mostly for exotic car maniacs and export.
So how is PROTO Motors going to compete with other car giants in Europe and North America?
Compared to renowned models like Ferrari or Lamborghini, PROTO Motors can help speed lovers achieve their dreams by providing an alternative vehicle with high performance and competitive price. So they do believe their products will be in much demand.
Arirang TV's Jo Eun-jung, thank you for that report.